once proud sisters next door. Now they kneel and beg you to be their father, even willingly offer their first time to you, and not just them, even the cold and beautiful Ice Queen CEO, and with millions of fans, are also willing to become your playthings. The Apocalypse, the average order of the world, is turned into zombies, then home and escape the disaster in the beauty catalog system. So you conquer beauties, light up the goddess catalog to receive reward. Smile appears on your lips because to be a pair of sisters who meet the system's criteria. Elder Sister Chen Jia, Beauties, what you should know. Favorite brigade. Reach you should light up the goddess catalog. Maintenance count. Younger Sister Chen Jia, these scores. Favorability. Maintenance count. What'd you know? Two sisters aloof. Together you've greeted each other less than 3 times. The Apocalypse will definitely not yield good results. These two sis usually don't cook, so they haven't stockpiled any food. Big bags of snacks. So you plan to leave them hanging for a few days. You drank the body enhancer from the newbie gift pack, tanks from the gift pack. You started training day and night. After the Apocalypse broke out, you think the time's about right. You heard a knock on your room. You opened the door and saw Sister Chen Jia. Zhang Wei, can you lend me some food? Perhaps because of the hot weather. A few drops of sweat rolled down Chen Jia's cheeks, down her collarbone, shimmer with light, catch the eye. She looks quite nervous. Since has clearly exhausted the supplies of the two sisters. To be precise, it was gone last night, but they managed to sleep through it. Check their phones. There was a signal. For the sake of her younger sister, she had to muster the courage to come to you. You straightforwardly answered, who prepared several lines, stunned. I'm just about to cook. Come and have some. After saying that, you turn around to cook. Chen Jia watched a busy figure in the kitchen. Is much more handsome than before, full of masculinity. Host goddess Chen Jia, deep in her favorability you. Favorability session. Hearing the sister prompt at the corner of your mouth. Your con's plan is halfway successful. This kind of hard tactics won't work. You plan to wear her down slowly. In less than half an hour, and one vegetable dish. Food. Quickly attracted younger Sister Chen Jiao out. Brother Zhang Wei is really good. Snack 3 days. Chen Jiao was almost sick of the bite of meat. She's so excited she cried. Host goddess Chen Jiao. Is her favorability did you buy? Favorability Archer. Thank you, Brother Ray. You're a really great guy. This girl is really cute. She's giving me a good guy card. You couldn't help but smile. Chen Jia also smiled slightly. Sisters. So she is happy. Her gratitude too has increased. Host goddess Chen Jia. Is her favorability towards level is sexual. Help but smile. This is always Siska. Even increased favorability. You checked your phones yesterday, right? This disaster is global. It's not just here. It's the same in other countries. It can be called an apocalyptic catastrophe. The sisters know. They took advantage of the internet to check online. The internet has fallen. Photos have been posted by netizens across the country. The luck. And more terrifying than what they saw yesterday. If I hadn't gone home yesterday, probably with my classmates, most of Chen Jia's classmates have turned into zombies. They bite at. If one person in a dorm turns into a zombie, the rest probably can't escape. It's the same. She saw messages in the group yesterday. Several of her colleagues unfortunately died. When the 3 of them shared what they knew, you didn't feel much. More and more frightened as they listened. Their already haggard faces turned even paler. Felt the hope of rescue was slim for the Apocalypse. Since they had a meal day before yesterday, the sisters hadn't eaten again. Seeing her sister in her stomach hunger, bite her lip tight, Chen Jia felt heartbroken. Severs from hunger these past 2 nights. She saw it all. For 2 days, the sisters only had 1 meal. They filled their stomachs with water. Why don't we go ask Brother Wei for some food? He should still have a lot. He was very kind. Chen Jia looked pitiful, like innocent little girl. For some. Since the 3 of them finished talking, they haven't seen you come out. You've been staying in your room, and they don't know what you did. Moreover, the sisters are shy, and they had the nerve to knock your door. Most important, Chen clearly understood in her heart, Fu Jianwei has. It's his own. Why should he give it to his sisters? This is the, to put it bluntly, stranger with no relation to us. Why should he keep taking care of us? There's no blood relation. Her sister's so hungry she's seen stars. She still gritted her teeth and stood up and wads her. Yeah, wait a moment. Have something to eat soon. With 2 knocks on the door, you open the door. Jai, what's the matter? He had just finished exercising, your body radiating with hot male hormones. This made Jai's face flush with a hint of red. After a while, she felt okay. Let's cooperate. Go find supplies together. He look at Chen Jia with admiration. She wasn't here to fit. We go out to find supplies. I can't watch my sister starve to death. Who had composed herself still had a slight blush in her face. She was determined. You can only open the door, and I'll go out alone. Of the supplies I find with you, how about? Zheng Wei didn't answer. A bit more trust in his eyes for the girl in front of him. There are terrifying zombies outside. Go out to find supplies. Remember the system's reduction. Truly top tier, Siska. You don't have to do this. Know that I steal a lot of food, right? But those are all you. Chen Jia nodded rationally, taking Zhang Wei's food for granted as her own. If it were some other girl, probably made some outrageous remarks by now. They gave it to you. You don't have to return it. And what do you want? Chen Jia knew well. There's no such thing as free love. She didn't leave nothing in return. The next second, she saw Zhang Wei's gaze wandering over her. Chen Jia was tall. You better have seen him. Perfect goddess height. Her figure's nearly perfect. Pair of long snow white legs. Easily captivate anyone. Chen immediately understood Zhang Wei's intention. He actually wanted her. Chen's reaction was shame and anger, but before she could react, Zhang Wei stepped forward, and Dory held her small hand. Was sincere. Jia, would you be my woman? Facing Zhang Wei's deep confession, who was just ashamed and angry, was stunned on the spot. She even forgot to struggle. If Zhang Wei had directly forced her food, she would never have agreed. But she never expected Zhang Wei would confess to her, especially in this collapsing apocalypse. I still have some food here. All of which isn't right. In the future, I will also take care of you and your sister. Go out to find supplies. To protect you, he was firm and powerful. That he could take care of her sister, Chenjai was indeed immediately. She might not consider herself, but she could not consider her sister. But in her current physical condition, hope going to find supplies was almost zero. Even if she managed to find supplies this time, the future, what should she do then? Just wait for rescue. To be honest, it's been almost a week. Jay no longer held much hope for rescue. If rescue were come by now. Did borrow him food yesterday. Chenjai was already extremely grateful to Zhang Wei. That was equivalent to saving her and her sister's lives. What puzzled her was, before the Apocalyptic, she had never seen Zhang Wei show any love for her. Soon she figured it out. There was the gap between them before the apocalypse, so he didn't say it. It must be so. Having figured this out, Chenjai's gaze Zhang Wei gradually changed. And only proposing to take care of him in the apocalypse. Chenjai felt an inexplicable surge of emotion. Zhang Wei's image also suddenly became grand. Host goddess. Towards the host is increased by. Current favorability scissor. To know that in such a short time, the woman in front of him was frantically boosting his health. She completed her self-conquest. Definitely kissed her a couple times. At this moment, Chenjai saw the Tang sword, with last night leaning in, as well as exercise equipment. The Smart immediately realized, "You'd like that." We did. Not as relying on oneself than waiting for the initiative. Zhang Wei's tone was firm. His words made Chenjai's breathing quicken. She subconsciously said, "I'll go with you." Zhang Wei didn't doubt her work ability, but going out to explore was different from work. Well, this isn't go threatening danger. I don't have it my woman take risks, as I just said, to take care of you. Chenjai felt full of care. A woman who has raised sister since childhood. She had never experienced. He likes me, so he doesn't want me to take risks. Chenjai's eyes turned red instantly. Zhang Wei had already prepared for the worst if it doesn't work out with the sister. Then try with her sister. Young looks for at least one system reward from these sisters, right? Next set. You saw Chenjai suddenly embrace you. I want to be your woman. Okay, feeling the trembling crying in your arms, but hold her delicate hand. He lowered and tasted her. She's looking soft. Chenjai is a novice in this aspect. For a full 2 minutes, felt like she was suffocating. Seeing Wei's hands become more and more restrained. Pushed John away. It's still daytime. Chenjai blushed. Her breathing was still rapid. Congrats to the host goddess. Chenjai's favorability as the host has deepened. Favorability wisher. Still not fully satisfied. He didn't force it. They are all in his bowl. No rush for now. Take these snacks to Yao first. She must be starved. A couple more dishes. Let's have a good meal tonight. We're going out tomorrow. Zhang Wei took out all the food. He pulled him from in his arms. He whispered in her ear, "Wash it all tonight. I'll be waiting for you." These words made Chenjai's face burn, but she still nodded slightly. A soft sound already showed her attitude. Her shy face made Zhang Wei reluctant to let go. Best and most filling meal the sisters have had since the apocalypse. They ate. Chenjai was even more grateful to Zhang Wei. Brother Wei is so good at sisters. Get a chance in the future. I must repay him well. Sister, isn't that right? Seeing her sister so happy. She lovingly stroked her sister's hair. Well, naughty. Here's your sister's here. This is repay Brother Wei, and it will be tonight. Thinking about tonight's event. Chen hesitated for a moment, but still didn't say it. Better not let Yo-Yo know. Tell her tomorrow. Chenjai thought to herself. Soon night fell. In the next room, they didn't practice this. We're going out tomorrow. Tonight he needs to conserve his energy. A soft knock was heard. Zhang Wei immediately opened the door like a fish to water. Chenjai stood gracefully at the door. My sister and I are entrusted to you. The next second she couldn't speak anymore. I'll take good care of you and Yaya in the future. We can finish. You directly carried her into the room. And we'll skip it. The next morning, check the rewards. All night. Chenjai was still sound asleep. Chenjai's favorability has reached Chisha points. Unlock the exclusive album of the goddess Chenjai and receive the reward of the sales skill King of Space. Made a fortune overnight. Stay at home and rest today. Come back. You gently wake Chenjai up, said softly. I'll wait for you. You must be careful. Looking at the worry in his woman's eyes. Zhang smiled slightly. Don't worry, it's okay. Have simple tidy up. Wu was ready to set off. Before leaving, reminded Chenjai not to open the door casually. In this indifferent, harsh living environment, the ferocious R&D thing is still human nature. Not to mention, these two sisters are definitely very conspicuous. Watch the action of these two people from hot with a look of disbelief. How did they become so close overnight? The relation between the two looks even better than his own sister. And although the sister looks very tired, but the whole person has a radiant feeling, if she can put a transformation, like a different person. Sister! She couldn't believe it. Wei smiled slightly. Chenjai had to speak up herself. Call him brother-in-law from now on, after confirming safety to the people. You then walked out of the room. As soon as you saw a zombie corpse lying on the ground that was killed on the day of the outbreak, you personally smashed to death, and smashed beyond recognition by you. But you still recognized who the zombie was. Wang Shen. Seeking this person's death. We're still alive, right? To yourself. You had seen his wife a few times before. She definitely firing old cars. Headlights are extremely eye-catching. The little landlord's door across the way, it was very quiet. After body enhancement, you felt that someone inside was looking at you. A smile appeared on your lip. I'd expect this woman to still be alive. The zombies first. You took the tank sword and started slashing wildly. You slashed from the floor to the top. The situation downstairs. Found only a few zombies at the supermarket, so you decided to go to the supermarket to loot immediately. Just as you slowly saw in the opposite building, no. Someone on a assessed distress signal with a white sheet. Probably a woman. The posture used lipstick to write that they're survivors and build anew. Until we thought about it, didn't plan to go over immediately. Searching for supplies is more important. Go over and take a look. in order to save the homeless goddess. You don't mind making a trip, clearing the zombies upstairs, cleaning downwards. In no time, all the zombies in the entire building. And no, now by meters away from the supermarket, for your enhanced body. Takes 30 seconds, so you instantly leaped up. At the supermarket entrance, you instantly felt something was not quite right. The back door of the supermarket had been destroyed. It seemed someone near also was on the ground, like they were former supermarket employees. You weren't surprised. There were so many in the new buildings and communities. Nearly 8 people. There are always survivors who managed to live by chance. This is also enormous, the supermarket. He saw that several shelves had already been emptied. More snacks and other easy-to-carry items. Daily necessities like rice were still there. Now it's all cheap for me. You store all the supplies in the system space. Ducks, fish, meat, generators, gasoline, and so on. Even the shelves were not spared. The entire suit completely empty. Satisfied with your masterpiece? To turn and leave, you saw 7 or 8 people walking towards it to move the supplies. They reached a supermarket entrance, which had been fully stocked just moments ago. In just a short while, was suddenly empty. The group thought they were seeing things, but upon a second, the entire supermarket was empty. Became furious. Who told you to touch this place? Here it belongs to Brother Dow. Brother Dow's stuff. Sure died. Was making a lot of noise? Sticks, they immediately blocked Jung Wei at the entrance. Stand out the supplies disappeared. Thinking, must be related to this person. Jung Wei. There was indeed a man named Brother Dow nearby. A gangster who ran a casino and lent money. You'd see red. He was Brother Wang Long. Was ruthless in his actions. Said that many who borrowed money from repay their debts under the guise of charity. Some bosses were even driven to jump off buildings by him. The next guy to still be alive. And it seems that even he's living quite comfortably. Good people don't last for 1,000 years. The identity of this group, Jung Wei didn't want to waste any more time here. Since you see me, come on. Jung Wei took out his candy knife, pointed his index finger at them. You still dare make a move.
Attack.
Cut him to death. The 7 or 8 people rushed forward, seemingly fierce. But for Jung Wei, a superhuman, they were just obligable. Dealing these ordinary people was all too easy. In no time, on the ground, dead beyond dead. And by the window building not far away, by Jung Wei's terrifying combat power. When did Jung Wei become so fierce? If Jung Wei were here, did he recognize that this man was Liu Junji whom he knew? Dan had swindled at least a month's salary from him. After Apocalyptic arrived, he immediately offered his wife to Brother Dow, exchanged for the opportunity of the supermarket. Although despised by you, he was not ashamed, but rather proud. He regarded himself as a supermarket supervisor, living quite comfortably. With your move, cut off his label. In these days of the Republic, been relying on the supermarket to survive. Finds out the supermarket is gone to pieces. Thinking of this, Liu Junji couldn't help but shiver. I must report this to Brother Dow immediately. Causing trouble for me. I'll make sure you die sooner or later. You had already passed through the zombie blockade and returned to your doorstep. No, to open the door. Unexpectedly, the door room Yarni across the hall suddenly opened. A woman stood at the door, over her shoulder. Features. A thin pink coat couldn't hide her impressive bust. Tagas matching the criteria was scanned. A virtual panel only visible to you.
Cost budget.
The store for maintenance, counting, system, introduction, century years old. Tier teacher. Born an extraordinary figure. Saintly body. Teacher dying university before the apocalypse. More years. Meets the system requirements. Please quickly act the goddess record host. Standing before him at this moment. Century-old mature woman. Year-old landlady, mature woman. Secretly observing him. It's probably a woman in front of him. Puzzle him was, this one was still untouched. This made him somewhat puzzled. Was it the woman was omelet? Lord Wang Xing simply incapable. Just as you were king. The back of your back. Zhang Wei spoke up. Did you just come back from downstairs? Before coming back from the suit, to avoid suspicion, prepared a large back for supplies. So it looked like he had a bountiful harvest. Most of the supplies were in his personal space. Do you need something? Lei smiled and explained. Bai Jizuchen was all in the back on his back. He understood what this woman meant, but he wouldn't take the initiative to ask, can you give me some food? I'll pay for it. Baji a bit nervous. Her face also looked She hasn't been doing well these days. Hey, this woman is quite naive. Understood what indifference means? It's the apocalypse now. Do you think this money is still useful to me? My assets too rough. Spoke without hesitation. Rejected by G blushed. That you want? I don't need money. Nothing else. The woman became a bit aggrieved. Sudak eyes turned red. You still have something very precious. Bai Ji looked puzzled. So he smiled mysteriously. His eyes began to roam the woman's body. Filly scam. Gazed me. Bai Ji immediately understand something. Bai Ji couldn't believe it. And shame she always received. Feel a sense of humiliation. She instantly resisted.
I can't do that.
Be disloyal to my husband. Guys, Bai Ji's favorability is the hosty Kriba. Current favorability, Dorsher. Sentence directly brought me to the level of disgust. This woman saying this, clearly now, has already turned into a zombie. She smashed him with a hammer lawn. Bai Ji, I won't force you on this. Think it over. Bai Ji. Starve to death, do. You smiled evilly. But to show my sincerity, 2 pieces of bread. As an advance payment, took out 2 pieces of bread from the bag. Being thrown in like this, they understood Zhang Wei's meaning. Humiliation and She didn't speak anymore. She silently picked. If you've made up your mind, just image. I'll be waiting for any time. The woman's curvaceous figure, she returned to her room. Zhang Wei slowly felt a surge of anger. Better go back and cool off. Is really a temptress. Accompanied by 2 knocks on the door, there was immediately movement inside the room, immediately being very cautious. The 2 sisters seemed to have taken her words to heart. Gee, it's me. Wei's voice finally breathed a sigh of relief. They quickly welcomed Zhang Wei inside. Looking at the woman who was already in his possession, her eyes were full of concern for her. Zhang Wei chuckled. He directly pulled her into his arm. Don't know my capabilities yet. What could possibly be? Yo-Yo was still here. Back to the room. Behind them, Chen Jiao stood pouting, watching her sister and her brother Jiang Wei being affectionate. She didn't know what to feel in her heart. Ever since Jiang Wei out during the day, her sister told her about Jiang Wei's confession. She told her about it. Two were a relationship, and not that her sister was being bullied. Chen Jiao wasn't angry anymore, but she also knew in her heart. Her sister must have agreed her sake. But look at her sisters. It was filled with happiness all day, staring at the room door in a daze. She knew. Her sister also had feelings for brother Jiang Wei, so she was genuinely happy for her sister finding happiness. Also promised to take care of her and her sister. She had no plans. Aren't you going to call him brother-in-law? Brother-in-law, Chen Jiao blushed. She was a little nervous the first time she called him that. Jiang Wei didn't mind. He had to give his little sister-in-law some time, so he dumped all the supplies from his backpack. Just these things. The three of them eat for several days. The sister, very happy. It's not her yet. Wei waved his hand again. Was instantly covered with supplies from a space. There were so many supplies. The sisters no longer had to worry about supplies, but the sisters were more Wei's ability to conjure supplies out of thin air. In-law? In-law, how did you do that? You're amazing. Chen Jiao's eyes were full of admiration. She quickly gave a thumbs up. Cherry mouth almost shaped into an O in shock. She's almost bitten to death by a zombie. How dangerous those monsters were. In-law could bring back so many supplies alone. To the host goddess. Chen Jiao's favor boards host has increased. Favorability central. Jiang Wei quite enjoyed his sister-in-law's admiration. Chen Jia also looked surprised. But then Jiang Wei looked at her. Carry you two sisters from now on. And make sure you live well even in the apocalypse. Then before the apocalypse. Although I've heard this once before. This time was completely different. Really kept his words in his heart. This moved Chen Jia deeply. She couldn't help but offer her red lips. Jiang Wei, thank you. This kiss was deep and sincere. To the host goddess. Favorability of the host increased by one. Favorability Chishu after the joy. Also briefly about his supernatural abilities. The matter of your personal space. After all, one was his woman. The L was still to be developed. In-law, aren't you a superhero? His sister-in-law was also a Marvel fan. Wei smiled and nodded. The three of them chatted while eating. After Njia said she was going to the bathroom, he quietly followed behind her. He smiling and closed the door behind. I thought you might need my help. Skip this. Chen Jiao felt something was off. Strange what's wrong with sister, since they came back. And law too. Take this long just to look. Who knows what mischief those two are up to? Chen Jiao put in dissatisfaction. This gesture on her sweet face looked exceptionally cute. That she stood up and walked towards the bathroom. But as she walked, she felt something was off. Some faint, delicate sounds gradually reached her ears. And the closer she got to the bathroom, the louder the sounds became. Closely. Even this naive girl understood what was happening. A blush appeared on her face. In-law. Bullying my sister. The girl clenched her little fists in slight anger. Taijai came out. It was already dark. He carried the unconscious Chen to the sister's room. When he found that Sister Yao Chen was not in the room, the end of the living room had actually fallen asleep on the sofa. Once the proud sisters next door, now they kneel and beg you to be their father. They even willingly offer their first times to you. And it's not just them. Even the cold and beautiful Ice Queen CEO, and the millions of fans are willing to become your lead. You look at your sister-in-law sleeping on the sofa. Since she's at home, she's dressed casually. A casual sleeve shirt. Just covering her sports shorts. Perhaps she just prepped some dance, as her hair was all sweaty. Jiang Wei wanted to cover the girl with a blanket, catching it. But just a few steps in, he accidentally woke her up. Sister. Chen Jia was still sleepy-eyed. She stood up and stretched. Seeing this, not bad for a dancer. Even better than her sisters. His sister. She's asleep, okay? Chen Jiao nodded. Thinking what just happened outside the bathroom. Face turned red with embarrassment. I'll check my sister. The girl ran off without looking back. Chen rubbed nose. Am I really that scary? It was late. Wei took the ingredients he had collected today to prepare a lavish meal. Supermarket at his disposal. He cooked with great extravagance. 8 dishes and a soup. By the time he finished, it was almost 3 p.m. Just then, Chen Jia helped her sister walk out. This afternoon, she was only able to get an hour after sleeping. Seeing the sisters approach, Zheng Wei showed no embarrassment. He just chuckled and invited the sisters to sit down. Feeling this? Let me give you a message. Couldn't help but roll her eyes at the man. Let you message. Where you got your experience from? It's ridiculous you didn't even rest after coming back. Looking at the results of Zheng Wei's hard work on the table, but give the man a thumbs up. Outstanding. Both the cable and carrot. Lost sense of security enveloped her. Congratulations, host. God's changes has increased by. Current favorability bosser, rune sent to the system space. The system's notification. Zheng Wei chatted with the sisters while eating. Silently thinking himself. System, open my attribute panel. Host Zheng Wei has lit up the goddess Chen Jiai. Skill versatility. Nightwalker. What the heck is a Nightwalker? Nightwalker. The system reward the host just randomly obtained. On the night sky. The host speed, strength, and endurance are hidden. Sensitivity is greatly increased. Overall, it's invincible. Please yourself, host. Seeing the word invincible from your ear after finishing a meal. It's almost midnight. After sending the sisters back to the room, sitting alone in the living room with a tang sword beside you, looking ready for battle. Premonition. Someone might come ambush him tonight. He has a persecution complex. That's what happened to brother during his intuition. This man's definitely not over. But I am. Chen Jiao suddenly appeared in pimpy pajamas. Coming out of the room, she tilted, looking puzzled and quite cute. Originally didn't plan to tell the sisters to avoid scaring them since you've been discovered. And the girl asked. He told what happened the day and his suspicions. He explained her. Her first reaction wasn't fear, but she looked at him with some emotion. Why aren't you sleeping so late? Protect me and my sister. Before he could react, the girl actually cried. She threw herself into his arms. In-law, you're so good to us sisters. Chen Jiao's tears flowed freely. Soon Zhang Wei's clothes were soaked. Congratulations, host. Favorability towards the host has deepened. Current favorability, but this isn't the most crucial. Crucial is when this girl cried. Her body also trembled. This was in her arms. This was the death of her. Your gaze towards Yo-Yo gradually changed. You turned around. Directly pressed Yo-Yo on the sofa, unbuttoned her pajamas one by one, but just as the last button was undone, you keenly heard the roar of zombies from downstairs. Premonition was not wrong. It was like a bucket of ice water poured over his head and immediately sobered him up. Then he gestured to Yo-Yo in his arms. At this time, Yao didn't know if she saw it, but her little face was getting redder. Just she was curious about what was wrong with Yao. She heard the girl's faint voice. Brother, the girl pointed at me with her jade-like finger. You suddenly stepped back. Did you realize? Face turned red. Really useless. But thinking that someone downstairs was coming towards you. You didn't have time to explain your attitude. Yeah, someone's coming. Don't speak. Stay quietly in the room.
Don't open the door.
These words instantly made Yao understand what was happening. She didn't care about Bloodface anymore.
You be careful.
And I will wait for you at home. The girl's words were full of worry. Fine hesitated for a moment. Blushing, she added, if something happens to you. Yeah, one another. When she said this, Yao's worried face full of determination. Joy looked somewhat amused. It was really silly and cute. Couldn't help but touch her beautiful hair. Don't worry, believe me. It won't be fine. After you came to the window, he saw a group of dark figures. Under his night walker skill, he was not affected by the darkness up. There were about a dozen people. They had already passed through the zombie horde and entered the building where he was. After a moment, you didn't move the furniture blocking the door. Instead, you went down to the balcony below through the window. Downstairs, Brother Dao's men were led by Brother Dao's younger brother, Wang Wang. Were quickly moving up the stairs. The guy was none other than Liu Jiangwei's former supervisor. Are you sure that guy you mentioned lives here? Damn bastard, you're not lying to me, are you? No, I was that guy's supervisor before. To play several times. He lives in room E14 of this building. Liu Junji was in a sorry state, completely different from his arrogant self before the apocalypse. His face was bruised and swollen. His body was also covered in wounds, covered in blood. He reported the news to Brother Dao. Brother Dao was so angry that he almost had him killed. If it weren't for his wife rushing to the rescue, the two brothers put on a live show, which calmed Brother Dao's anger a lot. Otherwise, his life would have been over, facing Liu Junji's begging words, who kicked him immediately. I'm asking about those sisters. Who told you to talk about that guy? Brother Wu Kim several more times. Kill Zhang Wei. Bring the sisters back. This is the order Brother gave them, and the purpose of their coming here tonight. Don't see the sisters. You're dead meat. You'll soon. Led by Brother Hu, a group of people marched. Hit the floor. Charge into the room. Into pieces from a few of the dogs. For those sisters, bring them all back. After Brother Dao is done, brothers will have a chance to line up one by one. How I was filled with Brother Hu's arrogant voice. They were also full of confidence. Play with the sisters. Just thinking about it is exciting. Just couldn't wait to move forward. So they turned on light. They saw a figure sitting on the stairs of the Shreetha floor in the dark stairwell. Who are you? In the middle of the night. Before he could finish speaking, a flash of a blade was seen in the darkness. Helen was at the same time. Your figure also appeared instantly. Did you meet? He is Zhang Wei. Shreetha floor. She knifed it with a cold expression, with a mysterious, making people shudder. Good boy in the wait here. Attack. Whoever kills him with a box of incense and two women. In the apocalypse, women have become their exchange goods, sometimes even less valuable than food. A heavy reward will bring out the brave. His ones were all 10, plus their big brother, a long knife. Leading the charge. Die for me. Some of your Brother Hugh's men swinging their knives. Not panicked at all, because your physical fitness had long reached its limit. With the invincible buff of the Night Walker, taking heads with ease. No one was left standing in the stairwell. Liu Junji had already fled in panic. Had already reached the bath floor. Big strides of urgency, leaping directly down from the floor. Just landing right in front of Huji. Huji was startled by Zhang Wei's sudden appearance. Instantly stepping back, muttering continuously, "You can't kill me. My brother won't let you go." Originally thinking to scare him using his brother's name, but didn't know you wouldn't waste any words. Directly slashing down. Talking too much. But it's not a real person. Judging on the second floor was as tired as a dog, but he dared not stop for a moment. Just now, when he saw Zhang Wei killing everyone, he realized the situation was hastily slipped. Zhang Wei must have taken some strong medicine to become so powerful. So many people were no match for him. I must report to Brother Dao quickly. Just as he reached the entrance of the building, he saw a figure for a long time, a tang sword slowly dripping with liquid. Seeing that Zujiji didn't waste words, directly knelt on the ground with a thud. I was wrong, wanted to beg for mercy. But Zhang Wei didn't give him another chance to speak. One slash he directly struck Liu Junji. Thus, the nearly arched people who came tonight, none survived. In room E1E, Chen Jiao sat on the sofa with anxiety. A fruit knife was placed on the table. At this moment, she still didn't know the outcome. She also chose not to wake her sister. We want her to believe. Just as she anxiously pacing back and forth, she saw a figure appear by the window. Her eyes lit eagerly. Indeed, it was Zhang Wei. The experience of climbing down from the window before. Climbing up was also familiar. After a soft call, Yaya excitedly rushed toward Jungwei. Jungwei stood firm. Otherwise, he had been knocked down by this girl.
Seen Jungwei.
She was so excited that she almost hung her whole body.
Jungwei.
Kangaroo. In Jungwei's broad arms, she looked extremely petite, being anxious for so long. Upon seeing Jungwei, tears streamed down her face. Jungwei also gently patted the girl's back. He knew this girl had never experienced such a thing. She must have been scared. He carried the girl to the sofa, let her vent her emotions. After a while, the girl slowly calmed down. Jungwei looked at the sweet school beauty, crying in front, but gently stroked her cute little nose. How old are you, girl? Still crying so easily. But you're not allowed to laugh. Yaya will ignore you. The girl potted proudly, this cute appearance, plus the words that weren't threatening at all, immediately made Jungwei laugh. You're still laughing. The girl seemed to retaliate by making a fuss on her. The girl didn't notice. Her nightgown slipped due to her movements. Yaya didn't need Jungwei to say much. Yaya's little face also became hot, because she had experienced it once before. She understood what it meant, but completely different from before. He had no intention of stopping, just squinting his eye. Jungwei flipped. When about to take the next step,
And then
girl turned her face away. Not direct. You can today. Hearing this, your excited expression instantly drew. This girl lit herself with a good expression. Delicate fingers quickly circled around. I just remembered. Jungwei had to stop what he was doing. Since then, we definitely can't continue. Why don't you go find Mrs. This girl really knows how to scare people with her words. Nowhere to thank her understanding or her cleverness. I'll go take a shower. Should go get some sleep. Jungwei quickly left. He would be killed by this little Manx, and on the sofa behind. This girl in Jungwei's embarrassed figure.
and Googlesly.
In-laws, so good. Congratulations. Jiayao's favorability to us increased by Sir. Current favorability is real. Hey, this night wasn't a waste of effort. As a gain points of favorability from Chen Jiao. I can get another wave of system rewards. Julian is looking for unlocking Chen Jiao's goddess chart soon. In high spirits, he directly had a good sleep. He hadn't woken up yet when he smelled a faint fragrance wafting over. A very familiar scent. Suddenly, he felt an itch and immediately opened his eyes, only to find Chen Jai lying in his arms, using her hair to tickle his nose. It's here. The Yapa has finally updated. Is lying in your arms, gazing at you. Chen Jai smiled slightly, smiling rarely, clearly very satisfied with her prank. To retaliate for disturbing your beauty, flip up, change your position. Return the Waterloo encounter with her sister last night. To her, the elder sister, unexpectedly you heard a very familiar phrase. Period has come. Damn, you instantly woke up. Subconsciously, you might be here too. Chen was done. Say. God, you squinted your eyes, almost giving away. If Jai knew that her system was prepared by you last night, who knows how angry she'd be with you. This woman cares most about her sister. Regarding the matter of a flower sandwich, it's still to be playing carefully.
Nothing.
Yao hasn't woken up yet. You use a topic shifting method, quickly diverting Chen Jai's attention. She hasn't woken up yet. You go wake Yo up. I'll cook. I need to go out. Seeing her puzzle. What happened with Brother Dao yesterday? And the ambush last night. It was naturally, omitting what happened to you and Chen Jiao. After, Chen Jai was very moved. She actively embraced you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Congratulations, host. Goddess Chen's favorability to has increased by Sir. Current favorability Zorsh. Goddess Chen Jai's favorability to has increased to Zorsher. Host with automatic comprehension spatial ability. Spatial holds an SS level ability belonging to the King of Space. Within the spatial range host can control, the host can transfer an object automatically to another place. Hearing this, your eyes lit up. Can the people's attacks be transferred to?
Yes, oh my god.
The system. The system's affirmative reply. You almost shouted out loud. Brother also started to get excited. This made Chen Jai and his arms blush instantly. He hesitated for a moment, then he slowly squatted out. This place. I checked it out. The three of us sat together for lunch. Strangely at her sister eating cold dishes. Seemed a bit too hot.
Sister, do you mouser?
Yoao's words. She stopped. Question to ask? Chen Jai directly rolled her eyes at you. After the meal, you tidied up a bit. They head straight to Building E where Brother Dao was. It's better resolve this threat as soon as possible. The sisters at the door were full of worry. The elder sister, her favorite views reached her. She reached a level of almost complete dependence on you. Awaken any special. How I could help you. You looked helpless on her face, saying it's okay.
Shit.
I just thought you were comforting her. Take seriously. In your eyes, you had already seen her progress in awakening her special abilities had reached Doshirar. She was not from awakening her abilities. When the goddess's favorability reaches even. Reaches a certain number of times. Special abilities. Mind again. Oh, the door casually and then, just as you stepped out, the door by you across the hall opened. Jiang, where are you going out?
You nodded.
And you see this woman? You can't help but be drawn to her chest. Have you thought about yesterday's matter? As you spoke, your eyes scanned her. It's free to look. Didn't expect you to ask her so directly. Her face turned red instantly. I haven't decided yet, can you? She looked hesitant. You knew she hadn't made up her mind yet. To borrow food from you. Now let me meet wants to freely. I don't know such a good deal. So you directly interrupted her. My food comes at a cost. Yes, the offer is still valid. Contact me when you made up your mind. Watching your decisive back, Baji idea of borrowing food again was completely dashed. In room Zobaniora Building E was in a rage.
What'd you say?
Brother is dead. Who had just extricated himself from between two women? Where his brother half eaten by zombies lay. He rode in fury. Yes, you and the others didn't return last night. We only found the body this morning. The underling said trembling. My brother didn't return last night. Didn't tell. Are you trying to harm my brother? Brother Dao cursed, kicking the underling who came to report. Who reported had his own grievances. Brother Dao was wild with two women all night. It started again.
It only stopped at.
did he have the chance. Cena then was almost kicked to death. Brother Dow still didn't stop. World. Human life is the cheapest. People around saw the scene. Make a sound. After kicking the other to death, Brother Dow, sweating profusely, finally took a tissue from a woman. Brother, don't be too sad. The woman tried to comfort Brother Dow. For the next second, I'm not sad at all. That damn bastard still owes me two. She done now? Bastard, he said. Brother, he grabbed the woman's hair. I'm really pissed off right now. Censure seconds later, with a heavy sigh, Brother Dow was satisfied. Who dares to be so bold? To mess with brother?
Brother Dow.
You a brother who take people to rob those sisters. Ambush that guy and build him. Probably that guy did it, a subordinate bravely said. Everyone assemble. Follow me now to kill that guy. To avenge my brother. I've never had sisters before. Brother Dow arrogantly stood up, but the next second, suddenly pushed open. A person walked in, holding a tank. Was dripping the tank sword. Dripping down one by one. Your subordinates on guard outside are all dead. People inside the room haven't reacted yet. Then the subordinate suddenly rushed in report. Brother Dow. Someone could he could finish. A flash of the sword passed the subordinate's neck. It directly slid off his neck. A light sentence.
Brother Dow's face dark.
So it's you killed my... Well, more than a dozen subordinates outside were killed. Was not panicked at all. The thing in his waist is confidence. You mean that guy called Brother Who last night? I killed him. Janway thought Brother Dow was going to make some tough talk, and was thinking playing along. But then he saw Brother Dow, who was calm just now. Suddenly became furious. Do you know that idiot is my hand? Damn it, he still owes me, Iron Woman. Hearing this, you were speechless. It's the first time you've heard. Someone described their own brother like this. A subordinate subconsciously added, isn't Brother Dow too? Second, a gunshot was directly shot by Brother Dow. Screw you, who told you to speak? I said, Irish, so it's... Brother sat down on the sofa, grabbed a woman and pressed her beside him, playing with the gun in his hand, looking at you with interest. You think we should settle this account? Kill my brother. How do you call me, Grandpa? And send those sisters to me to play with. When I'm happy. How about that? Brother Dow's ferocious laughter spread throughout the room, put away the playfulness on his face. A cold light immediately flashed in his deep pupils. The look in his eyes at Brother Dow. From looking at a dead man, sir in his hand also stood up.
Hey, kid.
Or I won't be responsible if this gun goes off. Wanted to threaten some more. He saw Jiang Wei completely ignoring him, step by step walking towards him. Ruthlessness appeared in Brother Daw's eyes. He shot at Jiang Wei's head. Kid die.